Hey, what's happening guys? My name is Doodles and welcome to part 2 of my Les Paul restoration series. In part 1 I briefly went over the whole reason why I'm doing this series. Basically I am restoring my trusty Epiphone Les Paul Standard, which quite frankly has seen better days. It's absolutely beat to hell and most of the parts don't work on it. So basically what I'm going to be doing in this video is stripping the whole guitar down. I'm going to be taking the strings off, going to be taking the bridge off, going to be cleaning the bridge up because it's pretty manky. I'm going to be taking the pots out for the volume, the control, the pickup selector, the jack. I'm going to be taking all that out, going to be taking the pickups out, going to be taking the surrounds off. Basically at the end of this video I'm just going to have the shell of a guitar. And I'm going to clean it up all nice, and then in part 3 and the other videos I'm going to start putting the pots in, I'm going to start putting the new pickups in. Going to start fitting it all back together and making it the beauty and the great guitar that it once was. So before I get started, I just want to give a massive shout out to northwestguitars.co.uk for hooking me up with the parts to be able to do this video. Without them this probably wouldn't be possible, so thank you for doing this. And if any of you guys in the UK need any parts, be sure to check them out and tell them Doodles sent you. They're very nice people, they've got all the good parts, great prices as well. Some places online have been charging sort of 3 or 4 times what they're charging for their parts, and they're exactly the same parts, so no reason not to use them. Be sure to check them out. But anyway, I'm going to be getting right down to business now. I'm going to be starting to strip this guitar down, and I just want to point out that because I won't be doing it at my desk with the computer, I won't have a microphone, and the built-in microphone on my camera that I'm using isn't that good. So I'm going to be filming it first, and then I'll be voice-overing it after I've done the filming, so you might notice that it does sound voiceover rather than talking live, and that's because that's the case. I can edit it first and then just put the essential stuff into it. But anyway, enough about that. That's not important to you guys, that is just for me later on. Now we're going to get down to business. Right, so to get started, first things first, I'm just going to loosen up the tuning pegs. What I'm going to be doing first is removing the strings from the guitar. And now a lot of people have said that you shouldn't leave a guitar without strings for more than a short period of time. And I suppose this is really going to debunk the myth. Some people say that it messes with the neck and the tension. Some people say it can even break the neck, which I highly doubt is true. But we'll find out at the end of this series whether I'm going to have to work on the neck and sort the truss rod out or not. But what I'm doing now, I'm just taking the strings out, removing them from the bridge. And then I'm going to also take the bridge off the saddles. I'm going to remove all of that, so I've got the open space which I'm going to be using to clean it up. And then I'm going to get right in there and sort of clean the whole guitar out because it's an absolute mess at the minute. But I need to take the strings off the headstock like I'm doing on screen now. And right, as you can see, the guitar has been de-stringed. I've taken the bridge and the saddle off, and yeah, it looks an absolute mess, but hopefully by the end of this video we will be correcting that. And I need to take the volume controls off now. As you can see, one of them is actually smashed a little bit. The first one came off fairly easy because that was a replacement one, as you saw, a slightly different colour. These ones were pretty damn hard to get off. As you can see, I'm actually using a teaspoon, the hand over teaspoon, to get them off. This did work, however I did smash one of them a little bit more. As I think you saw a bit of plastic fly across there. If you want to save your control knobs, yeah, you might want to try a different approach, but I've got new ones from Northwest Guitars, so I will be changing these over anyway. So I'm just taking these off now. I'm on the final one now. As I said, I'm not too fussed if I smash these anymore. I've already smashed one, but that one's already smashed. That one's definitely going in the bin. Oh, nice little bit of plastic there. A bit more. Are we going to get there? We go. We've got it off. So, right. The guitar is getting pretty stripped down now. As you can see, a lot of dirt and grime has built up over the years on this guitar. And I'm going to unscrew the pins for the bridge. And basically, I don't want anything attached to the guitar. I just want to end up at the end of this video just with, or either the end of this video or end of part 3, literally just to have the body and the neck on the guitar, pretty much nothing else. So I'm going to leave the tuning pegs on for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to change them. I'll decide a little bit later on. I can't remember if they're good enough to keep or not. But I'm going to be keeping the bridge as well. But I'm going to clean all that up. And like I said, to get right in when I'm cleaning it, I want to just remove these pins now and put them back in later on and set it all back up once the project is finished. So it's very straightforward. Just unscrew them from the body like so. I'm going to keep them all in a plastic bag just to make sure that I don't lose them in between filming videos. I'm just taking my trusty case cutter from work to remove the rhythm and treble, I don't know what it's called, but the bit of plastic that goes round there. I'm not going to be putting one on this guitar when I refit the pickup selector in one of the volume controls. And what I'm doing now, I'm just going to start removing the pickup the pickup mount, sorry, the pickup rings. And it's very straightforward. I've got a set of screwdrivers that I use for like watches and stuff like that. Watchmaker's tool set. These work really well as you've pretty much got all the size screwdrivers that you need. So just going to take the screws out. Once again, I'm going to keep them safe. I'm going to be changing the pickup rings though, the mount rings. However, I don't know whether the screws or the springs come with it, so I'm going to make sure I keep hold of them just in case. But I'm going to be keeping this hot slag pickup which I'm working on at the minute. It's the iron gear hot slag. I'm going to be keeping that, and I'm also going to be putting another iron gear in the neck. So the pickup that you can see in the neck is an Epiphone Alnico Classic. I think it's something along those lines. We're going to be taking that out. I'm not going to be using that again. I think it still works though, so I might keep it for... you never know when you're going to need it. But as you can see now, I've nearly taken the first ring off. Just need to take this last screw out, and then we should be good. I think, yep. Oh no, nearly there, guys. Just going to keep taking them out. As I said, if you don't have a set of screwdrivers, I highly recommend picking up like a watchmaker's screwdriver set. I think I picked mine up for about 99p on eBay. So that is the pickup taken out. As you can see, it's still attached to the wiring and the pots in the body. But that doesn't matter for now. What I need to do though is unscrew it from the pickup ring. But first I'm going to take the second pickup ring, mountain ring off first. And then I'm going to do both at the same time. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit there for you guys. So right, it's fairly straightforward so far. Nothing too difficult. As you see, the guitar is starting to get really stripped back now. Once I've taken the pickups out, we're going to be pretty much good in terms of this video. I think I'm going to leave it at the end of part 2 where I've still got the pots and that to take out, because I have to get the soldering iron out and start to desolder things. I think I'll do that in part 3. But I've still got a little bit more work to go first, guys, so we're not quite done yet. Yeah, it's an Epiphone pickup. I don't know exactly the model. This guitar is from 2004, I think it is. It's either 2004 or 2005. Epiphone Les Paul standard. So if any of you guys know the pickup, you can always let me know later on in the comments below. But now what I need to do, I need to take the pickup out from the mountain ring, which is done by basically screwing the pickup down like so. As you can see, it's going to fall out of the ring. And there's a screw which goes in the pickup with a spring in it. I don't know whether you get them with the pickup or whether you get them with the mountain ring, so I'm going to keep that just in case. As I said, going to put everything that I'm going to use again in a plastic bag, all the screws and that, just so I don't lose any of them. But that is the first pickup out. It's still attached to the wiring and the pots, but that's nothing to worry about now. I'm going to be taking them out in part 3. So I've done the same again for the other pickup, and now I'm just going to take the control off, the back plate off where the pickup selector is. And that band that you can see is a sticker from a band, I think it's from Iceland, called Sign. I saw them back in 2006, met them afterwards. They signed some stuff for me. Absolutely cool guys. I don't know whether the band's still together now though, but if they are, definitely worth checking them out. But as you can see, the pickup selector's there and the pickups are out. And that's about it now, guys. Hey guys, that brings me to the end of part 2. As you can see, so far I've pretty much stripped the guitar down, I've stripped all the hardware off, and what I need to do now in part 3 is to take off all the wiring and take out the pots and the controls, and basically just be left with a shell, just the body and the neck of the guitar. And then in parts 4 and 5 I'm going to start to put the new hardware in, rewire it, fit the new pickups, and then we'll set it up and we'll see how the project turned out. I'm really looking forward to doing it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. And that's about it. I will see you guys very, very soon in part 3. So until next time, guys, bye for now. Hey guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this series so far. I have. It's been an absolute blast, and I can't wait to share the rest of this journey with you. If you want to check out part 3, you can do so by clicking the box on the top right hand side of the screen now. Or if you want to check out part 1, if you've missed it, you can click the box on the bottom right hand side. And if you want to see the playlist so you can choose which episode you want to watch next, you can click on the annotation in the top left hand side of the screen. And if you want to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, you can click the box underneath the video now or by clicking the annotation on screen on the bottom left. Don't forget to let me know what you think. I have been Doodles, you have been fantastic, and I'll see you guys in part 3.